Hello, welcome to the Self-Help Empowerment Lifestyle Podcast. My name is Lance William Green. I am the CEO of LWG Corporations. I'm also a published author. I have many books that are available at lulu.com/bookstore/Lance William Green. You can always contact me at lwg.corporations@gmail.com. So today on the Self-Help Empowerment Lifestyle Podcast, I'm going to talk to you about a couple things I've been thinking about. I had went out and I already did my little 5-mile jog. I came back in and, I started my morning a little early. Went out at 7:45. So I've already showered up and done everything. I've made a good breakfast. It's already 10 o'clock, so, a little bit of the day has been wasted away. So anyway, I've been working on a lot of things. I've been, trying to market my books, and I'm trying to, create my other book, this Mind, Body, and Business book that I have. That's part of my working out and putting that stuff in there and seeing what works for me, and so I can share it with everybody and then give my business tips and my other self-help empowerment lifestyle program tips, things like that to help people. And my Discovering Your Super Narcissist book also, it has about vision boards and having visions and living by visions and setting goals and things like that. So I'm going to put some of that in there. It's going to be like a fusion, a mix of different things. Plus I want to create some more music. I started doing a little more techno music and things, and so I was trying to make a couple other songs. I'm still working on those. So, because I want to make them, kind of cool and interesting. I want them to be things that I like to listen to, because I do like that type of music, and I always like all the weird sounds and echoes and beeps and all that. And, I'm putting a little bit of piano, organ kind of playing and things in there, a little guitar playing and things. I'm still working. I'm on singing and things, and I have some songs, and I'm going to figure out what kind of music I need to go to. Because most of my friends, they play acoustic guitar, and it's more of a, kind of a country, jazz, kind of, I don't know. We'll see what happens with that. Maybe it is more of a rock country kind of thing. So I have some of those things that I'm going to be doing. But, I'm also working on becoming an influencer, and I want to move on to the video, and I want to move on to, a lot of other things, product reviews and travel and how-to videos and things. I can't really move into the video right now. That I'm unable to do at the time, so I'm only able to really do these sound podcasts, which is kind of cool, because it's like having my own little radio station, which is pretty awesome. And I like to give a lot of my friends opportunity to be on here too, so it's pretty cool because we help each other, and they have some interesting things to say and all that. So I've been thinking about that, and then sometimes I watch TV and I see the things going on the news, but that's not really what I want to get into talking about. So I finally was able to make a new Lulu spotlight page. Well, actually, a friend of mine helped me with that, because I'm unable to do it. I had to have my assistant help me with that. So I have that now. I have a Lulu spotlight page. So I guess you go to lulu.com/spotlight/Lance Green together. It's on one word, Lance Green. So I'm working on that, and you can read my profile. You can check out all my books are there. It takes you directly to them. So that's pretty cool. I know I keep telling everybody to go to lulu.com/bookstore/Lance William Green. You still can do that. You should be able to find me, no problem. The other thing I was checking out the other day, someone had went on Amazon and was looking for my books, because I like to tell my family, because it's weird. A lot of people, they act like you're not a real writer or a real published author or whatever if they don't see you on Amazon. So even though I don't like to sell books through Amazon because they really rip you off, I like people to go to Lulu. But most people, they go to Amazon and they type in Lance William Green. So, of course, I'm thinking, okay, all my books are going to pop up. And so only 3 of them were showing up. And then you have to really dig around to find the other ones. So I'm trying to figure out what's happening with that. So I had contacted him. And so I'll see why they're not all showing up. Because there should be 8 books and then 2 paperbacks on there. And of course I have 15 books on lulu.com. So that's kind of cool. But some of my other books for my courses and things, they're not on other places. They're only available at Lulu. And one of the reasons is they're books with a lot of places to write. So I didn't really know at the time that Lulu wasn't going to let those go global, but it's okay. It's only 2 books that are workbooks that go to my self-help empowerment lifestyle business book and my self-help empowerment lifestyle book. So that's okay though. But those are meant for courses to go together, but they're available at Lulu. So that's one of the other things I'm trying to figure out. I'm working to expand to get my books on more places and into actual, what do they call them, brick and mortar kind of stores. So I'm working on that. I'm also working on some grants, and that's another thing. If anybody's listening out there that would like to network with me or to help me with grants, or would like to work with me as a pass-through, or sort of, I want to get some of my drug and alcohol, anger management, domestic violence kind of type self-help empowerment lifestyle book out to people. I want to get it into some jails and prisons and things and really help some people. And I want to get my self-help business empowerment lifestyle course into some jails and prisons and things and help people. Because really those books can help people change their lives and become successful. Just like my Discovering Your Super Narcissist book, that book can totally transform someone's life and turn them into someone that has power and has money and can really make some things happen in their life. So that book is a very powerful book. So also I'm be thinking of all kinds of things. When I'm jogging out there, I still be thinking about like why I can't see the moon when there's an eclipse, and then why NASA doesn't film where the moon is when there's an eclipse, or why NASA doesn't film the space shuttle coming up through the atmosphere when they got all these satellites and they got the International Space Station out there and all that. You'd think there'd be all these videos of all that cool stuff, but I don't know. So there's a lot of things that I'm always looking at and thinking about. And of course, sometimes I do watch the news. And of course, I'm keeping up on this Iran war thing and this aircraft carrier thing that they got going on, where they're trying to say that they're not feeding the troops and things. And it's, I believe, just more fake news stuff. So anyway, I don't really want to get into that. But I'm going to go out today. I'm going to go walk around a little bit more, and I'm going to see if I run into a couple of my other friends. I'm going to probably put some more music on here from Bhakti and Joseph, and then I think, I don't know, I have to see how the rest of this day or a couple days go. I'm probably going to go out and play pickleball, and then, I don't know, I gotta figure out what else I'm going to do. I have some other court kind of type tax paperwork and things I need to do, so I'm going to do that. And alright, so I'm going to wrap this up right now, and then I'm going to go out and I'm going to see who I run into, and maybe I can interview a couple people. There's a couple people I've been trying to talk to. A friend of mine, well, you know what, I'm going to see if I run into him, and then I'll put him on here if he has anything good to say. Alright, so here's a little bit of techno trance EDM music I made. I didn't really run into anybody outside, so I just figured I'd make a little bit of this music and put it on here. So Alright, so I hope you like that. I'm going to try to make some more. I'm going to try to use some other different beat machines and other tools and things I got, and see if I can play a little more piano, keyboard type of things, and try to make that music a little better than what I'm doing now. And alright, so I guess just make sure you tune in and check the channel often. I'm trying to post as many as I can. I can't do it every single day, and I'm trying to get 2 on there a week. So like, subscribe, comment, and remember you can always reach me at lwg.corporations@gmail.com. And all of my books are available at lulu.com/spotlight/Lance William Green. All right, cool. Thank you. Bye.